It is Riyadh season in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we're about to see another big-time... It's showtime. Sonny Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. They call him Bam, and for good reason. When you see how hard he hits at just 115 pounds, this man is a killer and has already beaten some absolute legends.
The reach, how on earth are they going to...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing... We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Those counter punches have to hurt. Some big trouble here for Showtime Sonny Edwards. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The stamina is off the charts. Sonny Edwards took that really bad. Sonny Edwards is down. Let's see that again.
You're right, Tom. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sonny Edwards is certainly in some real trouble here. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. Started off Edwards in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down.
There's the bell for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They block the hook. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowds. And looking at Corey right there, that is that fighter right there. They've elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And Showtime Sonny Edwards goes to the canvas. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was...
Tyson. Here comes the Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be...
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. What a shot, a perfectly timed left uppercut. Good counter punch. Famous with the jab. Can't land that jab. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Can they figure out that? And Larry Holmes goes down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. There's the bell for round 2. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And he scores with the counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Insane action. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter punch left. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Holmes and that. On to the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Someone's will cave. Did you see that? Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. Much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They exchange punches. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about fury in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this...
Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. It's bombs away. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That punch scores. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Beautiful counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Good work. That's it. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nobody home with that hook. That hook is parried away. Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A perfect counter lands. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. On to the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to so to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out though? Incredible work rate. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened. just saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world... What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Here we go for round one. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Good counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with the hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Jab slightly off target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get pulled right there. And Sugar is in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't...
And there's the bell to start round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. Just missed with that hook. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
And nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
missing with the left hook. Tried to score with a jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Great round. Now relax.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That hook won't score. A perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab won't score. Nice counter. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave.
Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
The stamina is off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fight.
On to the fifth we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Still standing.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? There's the bell for round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Catch and shoot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hold it right there. Sugar Ray is rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did he do? What did I tell him when he got that?
Oh, my God, Johnny. Sugar Ray's in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
With that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook just can't find the target. Holding nothing back here in the round. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got flurry hand speed and good power.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job blocking the hook. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And Sugar is in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Incredible work rate. Swing and a miss with the right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and back. Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Do your business. Ride it out. Okay, now you're switching off. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You gotta go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
Left back.
Get back to the game plan.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Now you're switching off. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to grab it.
Let's go.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, it's not...
Let's do it.
Was that? What are you doing? Come on! You're switching off! You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get
Back.
Do you want to win this fight? That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
And back.
half way through camp. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. You was coasting this fight, and now you're there.
Let's go.
Doing? He switched off completely. Get your mind back.
Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters.
It's no wonder they call him the pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe. They shook.
This bout is scheduled.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
The wait is over. The speaking...
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. That one will count. Nice defense on that hook. A perfect counter shot. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't find a home with that jab. Missing with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much firepower here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Calzaghe in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Carrying away the right hook. How about that time counter shot? These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And shoot. Misses with the straight left. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Like that, I'm happy. Good man.
All right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? punches have to hurt. The jab can't find a home. Nice counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
He blocks that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Talking about Calzaghe in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The fight's great, Ryan. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
Jab, now you've let him back into it. That was a terrible round,
And is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
It's out in your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round. He's starting to make mistakes and he's switching off. I need you to switch back on.
Here's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? They exchange punches. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice punch. Beautiful counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Beautiful counter shot. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. That one lands. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it was like...
There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punching. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Missing with that right hook. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Throws the jab, but does not score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
That counter punch caught him clean. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble. Joe Calzaghe just went down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Nice counter punch. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
You had everything in the bag.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good.
Round 8, and we're off again. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Those counter punches have to hurt. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprise there.